I'm gonna talk about our common pattern. So if you see like 1951 to 1980, that's the old climate normals. The current one is 1991 to 2020 or 1981 for some areas to 2010. So Thunder Beach is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, so it's gonna be skip 7 p.m. sometimes. So 7 a.m. So if it's 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., that was daylight savings. So Whiteton Owen Sound, Hope Bay, not Hope Bay, Lines Head, Hope Bay, Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, Salak Bay, Midland, Orella, those cities gonna get so Port Elgin is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Peterborough. So next hours. So most part of Toronto is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, like Scarborough. So Stouffville, Newmarket is off. So Orangeville is gonna get Orangeville, London, Belleville. So Milton is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Lions Head, borderline counts. So Lions Head, Hope Bay, Whiteton, Owen Sound, Orilla, those cities gonna get some. Port Elgin is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. Operation 999, Collingwood, Ontario. So that's 999 millibars of rain, not 999. So Barrie, Georginia, Beverly Isles so is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. So Cobourg, Peterborough's off. So Peterborough is gonna be 2.5 millimeters of rain. Mississauga, Brampton is gonna get some. I already did, so it doesn't count. So next we're on some skipped Midland. So Midland, Collingwood is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, and Hanoi is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, 7 p.m. So this is snowfall. That's normal for Toronto, like 10 centimeters. So most part of Toronto, like the southeast capital of Toronto, so it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Oakville, Hamilton, Burlington, Niagara Falls City, Niagara Falls on the lake, Fort Erie, London, Barrie, Beverly Isles, Georginia, Cobourg. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain next round. So Lions Head, Hope Bay, Whiteton, Owen Sound, Collingwood, Orella, Peterborough, Belleville is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, includes Port Erie, not Port Erie, Port Elgin. So Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, Salak Bay, Midland, those cities are going to get also like 2.5 millimeters of rain, not just white and Owen Sound. So snowfall, it's gonna be. Gonna skip that snowfall. So 7 p.m. So it's gonna be 7 a.m. So Newmarket is gonna get Newmarket, Port, not Port. So Port Elgin. Those cities buried. Beverly Isles are gonna get some those cities, including Newmarket. Uh, Port Elgin is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain and some snowfall. It's not past through the biggest cities I can see in the map, so in Google Maps. So Niagara on the lake is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Hanoi, Ontario has skipped a long time, so 1 p.m. So Richmond Hill is going to get some 0.25 millimeters rain, including Newmarket, Collingwood, London, Niagara on the lake, parts of Niagara Falls City. So that's north of it, northern and eastern. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain in northeastern Niagara Falls City. So there's nothing else. So the weather model says some snowfall. So it's gonna be 0.25 centimeters, millimeters. It's going to be millimeters instead of centimeters on this weather in the precipitation patterns. So next hour 7 p.m. nothing. So 7 a.m. low pressure, snowfall. So 1 p.m. So Barry, Georginia, Beverly Hills, Orella, Scarborough, Stoffel, Richmond Hill, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Hamilton, Burlington, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie, Niagara on the Lake, Collingwood, Palm Beach on the beach, Salt Lake Bay, Midland, not Midland, so just account, ignore Midland, so next round, heavy precipitation, London, Whitehaven Sound, Lions Head, Hope Bay, so next, didn't do Newmarket. So Newmarket is gonna get borderline something. So borderline is like 2.5 millimeters rain, same thing in orange roll. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough is the count. So it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain except Peterborough. So next Arbor is possible. So Gunsby is gonna get some breaks, but mostly it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. 7 p.m. So most part of Toronto is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Mississauga, Brampton, Oakville, Hamilton, Burlington, Whitehaven Sound, Hope Bay, Lions Head, Midland, Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, in Salt Lake Bay, Midland, Orella, Georginia, no, not Georginia, so Peterborough is also counts. So London could count. So those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Port Elgin, London, Hanover. So next round. So Coburg, Belleville, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, but some 6.25 millimeters of rain in Niagara Falls City. Northeastern Niagara Falls City. Fort Erie, those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. So Oshawa is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Uxbridge is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour 7 a.m. So Collingwood, Bondi Beach, Thunder Beach is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So 8 p.m. So snowfall doesn't count unless it's close to Collingwood. So 7 p.m. nothing. So total precipitation every 12 hours. So it's gonna go sort of lightly off. So skip today's. So do today's. So I can do today's. Today's good. So, but Thunder Beach is only one, so it's gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rain. So next hour day actually. So it's gonna take a minute to 8 p.m. So 2 millimeters of rain. So for Scarborough, it's going to be 1.2 millimeters of rain. It's 0.7 millimeters of rain. Downtown Toronto is 0.7. Richmond Hill is 0.7. Newmarket is 2. Hamilton 0.7, Hamilton, Burlington 0.7, Niagara on the Lake 1, Niagara Falls Cities 2, 2 is Oshawa, 3 is Uxbridge, 8 is Peterborough, Coburg is 5, Belleville 5, London 2, 12 is in Whitehaven, and 10 is it's in orange. Sound Collingwood is 6. Hope Lions Head is going to be 7.5. Same thing in Hope Bay, Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, Salt Lake Bay, Midland. Those cities are going to get like 7.5. So Orla is going to be heavy. So it's going to be 12.5. Actually 11.5. So Barry is going to be 6, not 6. It's going to be 5 millimeters of rain. Georgia is going to be borderline something. So 7.5. Probably Isos is going to get some 5 millimeters of rain. For Elgin is for the seasonal part. Elgin is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rain. So Orangeville is going to get some. It's going to go to borderline. So it's going to be 2 millimeters of rain. So next hour, Fort Erie is going to be like 1.7 millimeters of rain. So next day it's going to take a minute to go to next hour. So Collingwood, London is in count. So Niagara on the Lake Niagara parts of northeastern not going to count. So Collingwood is only one. It's going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rain, including Niagara on the lake. So London is borderline. It's going to be borderline 1 precipitation. So it's going to be 0.7 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City doesn't count. It's in US, that's right. So next hour, 7 p.m. So 7 a.m. 8 p.m. So Barton or Sounds 4 millimeters of rain, but could be 4 millimeters of rain is Barton and Orange Sound. Collingwood 2 millimeters of rain. Newmarket 5 millimeters of rain. Brampton 4. 5. Downtown Toronto. Stouffville 2. Scarborough 2.5. Oshawa is 5. 3 is Wilkes-Barre. Peterborough is 2. Quebec 7. 5 is Belleville. 5 is Niagara on the Lake. 8 is Niagara Falls City. London 7. Oakville is 2.5. Hamilton 2. Gunsby 3. Orangeville is going to be 6. Be 6. Yeah, 6 millimeters. This is millimeters of rain per 12 hours. Precipitation actually. So might look at total snowfall in the future. So Fort Erie is going to be 6 millimeters of rain. It could be 5 too. So 6 millimeters of rain. So for now, so Barrie is 0.7, Georgina is 1.2, Orilla is 1.7, not 1.7. So it's going to be 2.5. So next hour, so next day actually, so nothing else except I'm calling it closer. So if you see dark clouds somewhere, no, it could be nighttime. So total precipitation every 120 hours. So I might catch up. So Orangeville is going to get some 7.5 millimeters of rain. It's at some like 5 days closer. So 10. No, I'm not gonna count rest of it except for Hope Bay and Lions Head. So it's gonna be hard to see. So it's gonna be 12.5 millimeters of rain in Hope Bay and Lions Head. So including Midland's darker. So it's 12.5 millimeters of rain in Midland. So Barrie, Ontario didn't do. So it's gonna be close to 12.5. So it's gonna be 11 millimeters of rain around 11.5, 11 millimeters of rain. So temperature pattern on the same as Fort Erie. So Fort Erie is going to be 10 millimeters of rain. It could be 10 millimeters. So temperature patterns. So we could do today. So Brampton, downtown Toronto, Mississauga, Oshawa, everywhere in Niagara Falls, London, Hamilton. Those cities are gonna get some 12 degrees. Newmarket, Uxbridge, Peterborough. Those cities are going to be 10 degrees, Stoffel 11 degrees, Scarborough 7.5, 11 degrees in Cuba, 11 degrees in Belleville, 9 degrees in Whitetown, Collingwood. So Orange World it could be 11 or 10, like mostly 10 degrees. So Barry, that's see Barry. So 9 degrees in Barry, Orla, Georginia, Beverly Hills is 10. Midland is going to be 9 degrees. 9 degrees in Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, South Bay. So 9 degrees in like anywhere front of like Whitetown on this map. So next hour 8 a.m. 8 a.m. I do 7 a.m. later on. There's no time for the model for 8 a.m. So Whitetown is 6 degrees in Collingwood, 10 degrees in London. So gonna do the wire barn, not Palm Beach, the whole bay and 9 later. So Brampton, Stoffels, 8 degrees, downtown Toronto 10 degrees, 9 degrees in Scarborough, Oshawa, Coolbrook. So 10 degrees in Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake, winds by. So 7 degrees in Newmarket, Uxbridge, a bunch of Orangeville. Belleville 7 degrees, 6 degrees in Peterborough, 8 degrees in Niagara Falls City, 8 degrees in Fort Erie. So anywhere top of Whitetown is gonna be 7 degrees. So anywhere beyond like Midland is gonna be 7 degrees. And anywhere beyond like Collingwood, even the east and northeast of it, so it's gonna be like 6 degrees. So it could be 7 degrees actually most of the time. But Palm Beach is actually it's gonna be closer to 6 degrees. So next hour 3 p.m. So let's look at the timing how long the videos. So Newmarket is 11 degrees, 11 degrees in Stoffel, Scarborough is 12 degrees, so 12 degrees in downtown Toronto, Brampton is 12 degrees in Mississauga, Hamilton, Niagara, Winds by Niagara Falls City. Those cities come in 12 degrees, 11 degrees in Oshawa, Coolbrook, ignore Belleville. So Belleville is 10 degrees in Uxbridge, 9 degrees in Peterborough. Niagara Falls is 13 degrees, London is 11 degrees, 7 degrees in Whitetown, 8 degrees in Collingwood. So 6 degrees. So 6 degrees is borderline red. So it's gonna be those cities. So anywhere in 8 degrees or between 8 degrees and 12 degrees is gonna be reddish and white. So it's gonna be those cities. So Fort Erie is gonna be 11 degrees. So next hour 8 a.m. freezing temperatures. So Whitetown is 3 degrees, 2 degrees in Collingwood, 3 degrees in London, 3 degrees in Brampton, Stoffel is 2 degrees, 3 degrees in Scarborough, 4 degrees in downtown Toronto, Hamilton 4 degrees, Oakville 4 degrees, 5 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, 4 degrees in Niagara Falls City, 40 2 degrees in Oshawa, 3 degrees in Cuba, 2 degrees in Belleville, 1 degree in Newmarket, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Orangeville. So let's do Port Elgin. I'm gonna skip that. And it's 2 degrees, so it's gonna be 2 degrees actually. So 2 degrees. However, it's gonna be 3 degrees. Anyway, northeast of Whitetown is gonna be 3 degrees same temperatures. Anywhere beyond northeast of Collingwood is going to be like 2 degrees actually. So it could be 3 degrees, like 2 degrees most of the time. So next hour. So 5 degrees in Whitetown, 4 degrees in Collingwood, 11 degrees, 7 degrees in London, 5 degrees in Stoffel, Oshawa, cities. So next to 4 degrees in Newmarket, 3 degrees in Uxbridge, 4 degrees in Peterborough, 5 degrees in Coburg, 4 degrees in Belleville. So next round, Hamilton 7 degrees, 7 degrees in Whitspire, Niagara on the Lake, 6 degrees in Brampton, down to Toronto, even Scarborough. Scarborough is 5 degrees, so it's 5.5 degrees in Scarborough, 6 degrees in Niagara Falls City, Hamilton 7 degrees, Oakville is 7 degrees, so anywhere northeast of it, it's gonna be 6 degrees, 5 degrees actually. So anywhere like northwest of Midland is going to be 4 degrees. Anywhere northeast of Collingwood is gonna be 4 degrees. So next hour, so 6 degrees in Barton, 5 degrees in Collingwood, 7 degrees in London, 6 degrees in Brampton, 5 degrees in Stockport, Scarborough 6 degrees, Toronto 17 degrees, Hamilton is 7 degrees, Oakville 7 degrees, 7 degrees in Niagara on the Lakes, 5 degrees in Niagara Falls City, 6 degrees in Oshawa, Coburg, 5 degrees in Newmarket, 4 degrees in Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville is 5 degrees, Orangeville is 4.5, so it's gonna be 5 degrees most of the time. So anywhere north of Midland is going to be 5 degrees. The northeast of Collingwood is going to be 5 degrees. It could be 6 degrees up there. So 6 degrees actually is possible on the beach, Palm Beach. Thunder Beach mostly at least. So it's gonna take a minute for you to find the city in Google Maps. There's like Thunder Beach and Palm Beach. So anywhere in the actual places. So anywhere northeast of Collingwood, it's gonna be 5 degrees. So next Fort Erie is going to be 6 degrees. So next hour 3 p.m. So 8 degrees in Whitehand, 8 degrees in Collingwood, 10 degrees in London, 9 degrees in Brampton, down to Toronto, 8 degrees in Scarborough, Oshawa, 9 degrees in Niagara Falls City, Niagara on the Lake, 10 degrees, 8 degrees in Cuba, Peterborough 6 degrees, Newmarket 7 degrees, Uxbridge 7 degrees, Orangeville 7 degrees, 7 degrees in Belleville, Oakville 10 degrees, Hamilton 10 degrees, Greensby 10 degrees, Oakville 10 degrees. So those cities are going to get, so ignore what I said. So anywhere north of Watertown it's going to be 9 degrees. Anywhere northeastern, so ignore the waters, so it's going to be 8 degrees. Anywhere northwest, this north of Midland is going to be northwest is going to be like 8 degrees or 9 degrees. So it's going to be 9 degrees. So next hour 7 a.m. the second final hour. So Whitehand is 1 degree, 2 degrees in Collingwood, 2 degrees in London, Brampton 3 degrees, Newmarket 3 degrees, Stockport 3 degrees, Scarborough 4 degrees, downtown Toronto 5 degrees, Hamilton 5 degrees, 5 degrees in Oakville, Niagara on the Lake is 6 degrees, Niagara Falls City is 5 degrees, 4 degrees, 4 degrees, 4 degrees, 5 degrees, that's why 4 degrees, Uxbridge 2 degrees, 1 degrees in Peterborough, 3 degrees in Coburg, 3 degrees in Belleville. Anyway, northwest of northeastern. Could be northeastern, so northeast of Whitehand is going to be, it's going to be 1 degree. Anyway, northeast of including Thunder Beach is going to be, it's going to be 1 degrees. So if we say Collingwood, northeast of anywhere northeast of Collingwood is, it's going to be Palm Beach, Thunder Beach. So if it's in northwest of anywhere in northwest of Midland, it's gonna be the So like base. So it's gonna be 1 degree. 1 degree. So orange world is gonna be 2 point. Orange world is actually 3 degrees. 2 degrees actually. Actually two. It's gonna be 3 degrees actually. So next hour, final hour. So white time 30 degrees, 2 degrees in Collingwood, 7 degrees in London, 5 degrees in Brampton, down to Toronto, Scarborough, it's gonna be 4.5 degrees, 4 degrees actually mostly. Still 4 degrees, 3 degrees in Newmarket, Orange Roll, they're gonna be the last. Wilkes-Barre 3 degrees in Peterborough, 5 degrees in Oshawa, Coolburg, Belleville. 7 degrees is in Hamilton, Niagara, Winspire, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City. Those cities coming 7 degrees, 8 degrees in Fort Erie. Oakville is going to be 7 degrees. Mississauga is 5 degrees, but it's going to be 6 degrees. But it's actually 5 degrees for now. So I'm gonna skip on it for a long time. So anywhere like northeast of it, like Hope Bay, Lines Head, those are like northeast of Wildson. That's why I said that. So those cities are gonna be 3 degree, 1 degree. So it's gonna be 3 degrees. Anywhere northwest of Midland is going to be 2 degrees, 1 degree. It's gonna be 1 degrees. And anywhere northeast of Collingwood is going to be 2 degrees, and some in Thunder Beach is gonna be 1 degrees. It's gonna be 2 degrees. It's gonna be 2 degrees for actually 1.5 degrees. It's in the cities northeast of Collingwood. So orange for and blue, so it's gonna be 3 degrees. So this is the end of the video.